Here's the mindset. I have online programs with several hundred hours of content inside of it. And why is it I'm able to sell those and some of us are not able to? Because I took the time to build those things. I talked for years about, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a book. And it wasn't until I scheduled time out of my life, I was willing. This is a big takeaway that I had in recent years. The most dangerous thing in your business is comfort. Hey, it's all working right now. It wasn't until I was willing to block off those hours. You've seen the income that I make from seeing clients. It wasn't until I was willing to block that time off and sit down and write that book and do all the steps to build all the media promo around it. I got to go on about 80 different business podcasts around the world, which, by the way, I've had so many other hypnotists already saying, because you introduced these concepts to hypnotists, people are calling me based on this book. So again, by doing that now, that opens me up to a new audience, but I wouldn't have that unless I took the time to do it. There's no such thing as finding the time. There's only making the time. So by willing to actually shut down the stuff that's working so well, to turn on the video camera and talk to the lens, to take that time to sit and write out that article, to take that time and publish something else. Here's the new story, then I'll come to the question in the back. Again, someone who's in one of my communities, she goes, I finally broke through. She goes, here's the story. At my local Chamber of Commerce, I met the editor of the major local newspaper. And I said, I'm a former nurse. I now do hypnosis. I also teach mindfulness meditation. I want to write your health and wellness column. And they never responded to her. And finally, she's at this event, and she runs into the editor 3 years later. And true story, well, we think hypnosis is brainwashing. We think hypnosis is something evil. We're not going to endorse that. And she goes, if it was brainwashing, you would have said yes 3 years ago. She's now been writing the article for 6 months. Because I am willing to shut down what is working right now, to take part of my schedule and block off that time. This, by the way, I resisted for years putting together a scheduling platform for my clients. The reason I do it now is because when I go into my calendar and I block time off, you can't book that time. And I'll call myself out on this. If I'm looking at that block of time and my calendar is color-coded in an amazing, wonderful way, and yes, the blocked off time is purple, if you know me. If I have that time blocked off and I'm looking at it, I can go, yeah, when I see a person for stop smoking, that's $600. I may put aside that time. But if I put the scheduling in your hands, you can't take that time that I've blocked off. So it's a bit of a leap of faith. But I'll tell you, everything I've done in the last couple of years, the way that my business has tripled over these years, and it's stuff that, again, saved relationships, made me a better father, helped me to grow the business, got me in better shape. It's where, again, the mindset is, until I was willing to put that time to something that would build something bigger. That being said, recognize when you can delay things on purpose. This is the, oh, my gold car is running too slow and doesn't get good gas mileage story. I did a TEDx talk last year, April, as I was writing my book. And the TED Talk people were going, shorten your stories, just teach your content. And my book writing coach was going, expand your stories. And I'm like, let me do this one later. I have a major product that I was going to release in September, but then I got the invite. I'm doing the closing keynote in Australia next month at the Australian Hypnotherapist Association convention. And now I've got 35 hours on an airplane. Can you guess when I'm going to be building that product? So delay things when it makes sense to do so. Yet again, it's that willingness to step away from what's working, which is a big leap, and I see you grinding the teeth in the back of the room. It's the one thing that'll scale your business up. Again, more of the same or scale up. That's my mindset inside of this.